Most people treat body sculpting products like lottery tickets. Slap something on, hope for magic, then wonder why nothing changed. But a real body sculpting routine isn't about hope. It's an operations manual with specific inputs and predictable outputs. My name is Vance, and I've spent 3 years testing these formulas and tools the same way I test clippers and straight razors, cycle after cycle, documenting what actually builds visible results and what just wastes money.
You're listening to Luxury Beauty on a Budget podcast. Quick note before we dive in. Everything you're about to hear is based on real research, hands-on testing, and scripts written by actual experts in the field. The voice delivering it is AI-generated, but the knowledge behind it is 100% human verified. If you've been tuning in for a while now, thank you. Seriously, it means a lot. And if you're new to the show, welcome aboard. You're in the right place. We release new episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, covering grooming products, sculpting techniques, and topicals that actually work. So here's what we're getting into today.
So let's start with what actually matters. The topical products that earn their place in your routine through measurable chemistry, not marketing hype. Your body sculpting routine starts with formulations that carry active ingredients deep enough to influence adipose tissue, stimulate collagen synthesis, or improve lymphatic drainage. First up is caffeine-based contouring serum at 5 to 8% concentration. Caffeine constricts blood vessels and temporarily dehydrates fat cells, creating a tighter appearance within hours. The Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Bum Bum Cream contains approximately 5% caffeine alongside guarana extract. Check the link below to see the current price. But watch for the heavy fragrance load. It lingers longer than the firming effect. For a clinical alternative, look for unscented formulas with 7 to 8% caffeine and added carnitine for enhanced lipolytic signaling. Next is retinol body lotion at 0.1 to 0.25% retinol. Retinol thickens the dermal layer by upregulating collagen production, which firms skin texture over 8 to 12 weeks. Budget formulas often use retinol palmitate instead of pure retinol. It's weak. Check the ingredient list. Expect mild flaking in the first 2 weeks. If you don't see it, your concentration is probably too low to matter. Pair this with a ceramide barrier cream if irritation creeps in, following the same principles outlined in barrier-first skincare routines. You also need hyaluronic acid body gel with a multi-weight blend. Low molecular weight HA, under 50 kilodaltons, penetrates deeper to plump the dermis. High molecular weight HA at 1,000 plus kilodaltons sits on the surface for hydration. A proper routine includes both weights to prevent the shrink-wrapped look that comes from drying out skin while targeting fat. Apply this layer first on damp skin before any lipophilic actives. Niacinamide firming cream at 5 to 10% strengthens the skin barrier and improves elasticity by stimulating ceramide synthesis. It also reduces transepidermal water loss, which keeps treated areas supple during aggressive exfoliation or retinol use. I've found 10% formulas deliver visible texture improvement in 4 weeks, but anything below 5% is just noise. Peptide-based tightening serum with Matrixyl 3000 or argireline is another key piece. Peptides like palmitoyl tripeptide 1 signal fibroblasts to produce more collagen and elastin. These take 6 to 8 weeks to show results, so stack them early in your routine. Price per ounce matters here. Prestige brands charge triple for the same 3% Matrixyl concentration you'll find in budget serums. For deeper context on how peptides compare to retinol for cell renewal, see the Bioregenerative Peptides versus Retinol article. L-carnitine transport gel at 2 to 4% shuttles fatty acids into mitochondria for oxidation, which theoretically supports fat metabolism in treated zones. Real-world results are subtle. You'll see slightly faster definition when paired with caloric deficit and resistance training, not as a standalone fix. Apply this directly after caffeine serum for synergistic lipolytic effects. Finally, Centella Asiatica Repair Balm with 10% or more extract. After aggressive mechanical work like dry brushing, microneedling, or cupping, you need a recovery formula that rebuilds barrier integrity without clogging pores. Centella stimulates collagen while calming inflammation. Korean formulations typically offer higher centella concentrations at better price per ounce ratios than Western brands. Now let's talk about the mechanical tools. These aren't optional accessories, they're force multipliers. The right hardware increases active penetration, stimulates blood flow, and improves lymphatic drainage. A dry brush with natural boar bristle, medium stiff, exfoliates dead keratinocytes and increases surface blood flow before product application. Brush toward the heart using long, overlapping strokes. This follows lymphatic pathways and prevents fluid stagnation. Quality matters. Synthetic bristles are too harsh, while overly soft bristles do nothing. I replace mine every 8 weeks when the bristles start to splay. A Jade stainless steel gua sha tool delivers consistent pressure across large muscle groups, breaking up fascial adhesions and pushing interstitial fluid toward lymph nodes. Stainless steel stays cooler longer, useful for reducing inflammation, while brass offers more thermal mass for warming stubborn tissue. Avoid jade or rose quartz for bodywork. They fracture under the torque required for deep tissue manipulation. Microneedling rollers at 0.5 to 1 millimeter with 540 needle titanium create controlled micro-injuries that trigger collagen remodeling and open temporary channels for active ingredient penetration. For body sculpting, 0.75 millimeter needles hit the sweet spot between efficacy and manageable recovery time. Sterilize with 70% isopropyl alcohol before and after every session. For a detailed protocol on technique and post-treatment product layering, reference the Salmon DNA microneedling article. A silicone cupping set with 4 to 6 cups in graduated sizes uses negative pressure to mobilize stagnant lymph and increase local blood flow, which accelerates metabolic waste removal from adipose zones. Larger cups work for thighs and glutes. Smaller cups handle obliques and upper arms. Unlike glass fire cupping, silicone cups give you precise pressure control. Expect temporary marks that fade in 3 to 5 days. This isn't bruising, it's capillary dilation. A vibration massage gun with adjustable amplitude, 1800 to 3200 percussions per minute, loosens fascia and warms muscle tissue, prepping it for topical absorption. Use the flathead attachment for large areas, the bullet head for targeted knots. Battery life and ergonomics separate good tools from junk. If the grip torques your wrist after 2 minutes, it's not worth the discount. I run mine for 60 seconds per zone before applying serums. An LED red light panel at 660 nanometers wavelength with 100 plus milliwatts per square centimeter irradiance penetrates 8 to 10 millimeters into tissue, stimulating mitochondrial ATP production and collagen synthesis. Stand 6 inches from the panel for 10 to 15 minutes per treatment area 3 times weekly. This is a long game tool. Results appear after 8+ weeks. Measure irradiance with a light meter before buying. Cheap panels often deliver half the advertised output. Moving on to application order, because sequence matters as much as product selection. Your routine must account for molecular weight, pH compatibility, and absorption windows. Layering in the wrong order wastes actives and blocks penetration. Pre-treatment prep starts with dry brushing for 3 to 5 minutes to remove surface keratin and increase microcirculation. Rinse with lukewarm water. Hot water dilates capillaries too much, causing redness that interferes with product absorption. Pat skin until barely damp. Hyaluronic acid needs moisture to bind, but excess water dilutes oil-soluble actives. Step 1 is hyaluronic acid body gel, applied to damp skin in thin, even layers. The multi-weight HA blend hydrates the stratum corneum while priming deeper layers for active penetration. Wait 60 seconds for initial absorption before proceeding. This layer acts as a delivery vehicle for everything that follows, similar to principles covered in How to Layer Korean Skincare Products. Step 2 is caffeine serum plus L-carnitine gel. Mix equal parts on your palm and apply to target zones with firm upward strokes. Caffeine works fast. You'll feel mild tingling within 2 minutes as blood vessels constrict. The L-carnitine extends the metabolic window. Don't overwork this layer. Excessive rubbing generates heat that can deactivate caffeine. Step 3 is mechanical tool application. While the caffeine layer is still tacky, run your gua sha tool or cupping set over treatment areas. The slip from the serum reduces friction, while the negative pressure or scraping action drives actives deeper. Use 8 to 10 strokes per zone, maintaining consistent pressure. If you're microneedling, do it now. Then wait 2 minutes before applying the next layer to let the microchannel stabilize. Step 4 is peptide serum. Pat, don't rub, a peptide formula over treated zones. Peptides are delicate. Excessive friction or heat can denature the protein chains. This layer rebuilds what the mechanical work broke down, signaling fibroblasts to increase collagen output. Wait 90 seconds for absorption. Step 5 is retinol body lotion. Apply retinol last among your actives to avoid pH conflicts. Retinol prefers a slightly acidic environment. Niacinamide is pH neutral. Use sparingly. A thin layer is enough. Retinol penetrates slowly, so there's no benefit to over-application. If you're using red light therapy, do it after the retinol layer dries. The heat will enhance penetration without degrading the retinoid. Step 6 is niacinamide firming cream as a barrier seal. Lock everything in with a niacinamide-rich moisturizer. This final layer prevents transepidermal water loss and gives your barrier the building blocks it needs to recover from the mechanical and chemical work you just performed. For additional guidance on choosing barrier repair ingredients based on your skin response, see the How to Choose Barrier Repair Ingredients article. Post-treatment recovery. If you microneedled or used aggressive cupping, apply a centella balm 4 to 6 hours after your main routine. This calms inflammation without interfering with active absorption. Avoid hot showers, saunas, or chlorinated pools for 24 hours post-treatment. Let's talk timing, frequency, and progress tracking. A complete body sculpting routine includes a calendar and measurement protocol. Results come from consistency and data, not from sporadic effort or wishful thinking. For daily versus alternate day protocols, retinol and microneedling require recovery time. Use an alternate day schedule or a 3-on, 1-off cycle. Caffeine, hyaluronic acid, and peptides can be applied daily without issue. I run my full protocol every other evening with a light maintenance routine, just HA plus niacinamide on off days. Session duration matters. A thorough body sculpting session takes 25 to 30 minutes. Dry brushing takes 5 minutes. Product layering takes 10 minutes. Mechanical tool work takes 8 minutes. Red light therapy takes 15 minutes, and it can overlap with product absorption time. If you're rushing it in under 15 minutes, you're not applying enough pressure or letting layers absorb. Progress metrics are critical. Take weekly photos under consistent lighting, same time of day, same pose. Measure circumference at 3 points per target zone: thigh, calf, upper arm, waist with a fabric tape measure. Track skin texture with a simple pinch test. Firmer dermis resists pinching and rebounds faster. Weight is irrelevant here. You're chasing recomposition and definition, not scale numbers. Visible texture improvement appears in 3 to 4 weeks with consistent application. Measurable circumference reduction from fluid mobilization and temporary fat cell shrinkage shows up in 6 to 8 weeks. True structural changes, increased collagen density, improved elasticity, require 12+ weeks of disciplined protocol execution. Anyone promising faster results is selling fantasy. For adjustments and troubleshooting, if you see persistent redness or peeling, drop retinol concentration or frequency. If results plateau after 8 weeks, increase mechanical intensity, deeper microneedling, longer cupping hold times, or add a second daily application of caffeine serum. Stalled progress usually means insufficient caloric deficit or inadequate protein intake. Topicals amplify results, they don't create them from nothing. Here's a condensed checklist to run through before each session to ensure nothing gets skipped. Dry brush entire treatment area for 3 to 5 minutes. Rinse and pat skin to damp, not soaking. Apply multi-weight hyaluronic acid gel. Wait 60 seconds. Mix and apply caffeine plus L-carnitine with firm upward strokes. Do your mechanical tool work, gua sha, cupping, or microneedling, 8 to 10 passes per zone. Pat peptide serum over treated areas, wait 90 seconds. Apply retinol body lotion in a thin, even layer. Seal with niacinamide firming cream. Optionally, do red light therapy for 10 to 15 minutes at 6 inches. Log session time, products used, and any skin reactions. Measure and photograph weekly, not daily. Daily variance is just noise. Let me answer some common questions. How long does it take to see results from a body sculpting routine? Expect visible texture improvements and temporary tightening within 3 to 4 weeks of consistent daily application, with measurable circumference reduction appearing around 6 to 8 weeks. True structural changes, like increased collagen density and improved elasticity, require a minimum of 12 weeks of disciplined protocol execution using properly concentrated actives and mechanical tools. Can I use body sculpting products on the same day I train heavily? Yes, applying your routine immediately after resistance training amplifies results because increased blood flow and dilated capillaries enhance active ingredient penetration. However, avoid microneedling or aggressive cupping within 6 hours post-workout to prevent excessive inflammation and allow muscle tissue to begin repair processes without additional trauma. Do I need to use all the tools in the routine, or can I choose just one? You can build measurable results with a single mechanical tool. Dry brushing or gua sha alone will improve lymphatic drainage and product absorption, but stacking multiple modalities, dry brushing for exfoliation, microneedling for deep penetration, cupping for fluid mobilization, delivers faster, more visible results by addressing different tissue layers and physiological mechanisms simultaneously. Here's what it comes down to. Your body sculpting routine is a precision system, not a self-care ritual. Every product, tool, and application step is a calculated input designed to produce a measurable output. The difference between results and wasted money comes down to ingredient concentrations, proper layering sequence, and consistent mechanical work. Buy tools that can take abuse. Test your actives in small zones before committing to full body application. Track your data weekly, not daily. And remember, topicals amplify the work you do in the gym and the kitchen. They don't replace it. For additional context on how sculpting formulations compare across different delivery systems, see the Body Sculpting Cream versus Firming Gel article and the How to Apply Body Sculpting Cream article. Treat this checklist like a training log. Show up, execute the protocol, document the results. That's how you turn a shelf full of bottles into a legitimate body contouring system. That wraps up this episode of Luxury Beauty on a Budget podcast. Thanks for spending your time with me today. New episodes come out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so you've always got something fresh coming your way. If you found this one helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you left a 5-star rating and wrote a quick review. It's not just ego, it actually helps other people find the show when they're searching for legit grooming and sculpting info. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe or follow so you get notified the second a new episode drops. Catch you next time.